YouTube, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. To Mimi, good morning. Joseph, Vetman, ZC, Maysam, Brad, and so forth. Lorenzo, what's up, guys? Good morning, and welcome back to another beautiful day. So, I see this stock, WETG, went to the moon already. So, a very eventful start to the day. And for those of you who are trading pre-market, usually you can't ask for a better move than this, right? So some of you guys are probably already looking pretty good on the day. If you're, here early and this is what you do for pre-market, this is a nice opportunity. This was a beautiful move. And WETG, man, for the win. So hopefully you guys were able to capitalize a little something there. Right now, this thing is up 89%. So quite impressive indeed. Okay. I'm going to start off with some trend lines and, we'll see how it goes from there. I always have the same question for these type of stocks, being that we're so aggressive, how likely are we to continue after such a huge move already? I think less than 5% chance, but we'll see. Today could be one of those days the stock just keeps going. But quite impressive indeed. And right now we are pulling back. VWAP all the way down at 14. So this one really pulled away versus, a lot of the moving averages, and in this case, VWAP. So I'm going to check out my daily chart. I'm going to check out my daily chart here. Okay, so it's, it's been pulling back over the last couple of days. I'm not sure if it had a reverse split or not. It might have had one, but it was quite pricey not so long ago. Seems like we had a big move and it's sold off. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like there's a big gap up to like $50. This is August of last year, August 5th. Okay. All right. So right now we've been pulling back and right now it's crawling back up. So I'm not seeing anything super obvious though in terms of like, other than that day, my E-Trade charting seems to be, it's not adjusting for splits. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything super obvious. So I'll watch this one in 50-cent increments as it continues to go, right? If it continues to go, that is. So we will see. 1 for 185 reverse split 6 days ago. Jeez. So thanks for that update there. Guys, Momo Pro, using Momo Pro, you can check for news. I just don't do that, right? Like right now, over the last couple of years, I've just been technical analysis mainly, only, really. But yeah, good to know. Very good to know. So, I'll take this one in 50-cent increments. Can we see 1750, 18, and so forth and so forth? Once it starts to feel top heavy, which we usually will know based off the price action, level 2 and other indicators, I'll ease off and step away if that's what's necessary. So there's some other ones, right? BWV up 107%. Currently around 160, 19 million shares of volume, 15 million shares in the float. So I'm going to move over to this one. And BWV is also another familiar stock. Okay, pre-market highs. Clocking in at 195. I have some daily levels here, which I'll check out. Yeah, 195 pre-market highs. Let's see, after the first pullback. Well, we started at 730, had that, a bit of a flag right here. And then we curled up, and the high point here was 168. The low of this move was at 162, and now we're also back here, 161 area. So, we kind of want to hold this range, let's say 160, right? Can we hold up above 160? That's what I'll watch on this one. If we can, I think that'll be pretty good. And we can run, we can run this trend line back into some of these candles here. Yeah. So looking at the daily chart, if we go back to February 14th, 2023, we had a high point of 195, which also happens to be pre-market highs. 195, already seeing a little bit of resistance. So let's see here. We don't need as many from the previous day, so let's get rid of a few, clean things up a little bit. 176 I had, let's see. 176. $195. I'm actually not sure why I have 176. This might have been an accident. 181, 210, yeah, 210 and 195. So let's get rid of this one. I'm gonna put 195 as a yellow line, being that it's also a daily level, just to remind me that, hey, you know, the resistance up there could be a little stronger. If it's not looking super good, I might want to just ease off or leave it alone. But yeah, we have 210 going back to what is this, October 6th of 2022. Now the candlestick doesn't have a ton of volume, but you know, a bit of a topping wick, and it does stand out a little bit. Moving back some more, we have 404. 404. Some people may also watch at 363, which is a high point of August 30th, 2022. 364. Okay. And then again, 404 may also be an area to watch as well. So break of 4, you know, if this one is strong and it gets up there, could be an area to watch. Then 628. There's a couple of other candles, but 628, you know, I think I'll put as the last target. Again, if this is to get all the way to 628, you know, that's pretty good. I can always come back and, you know, adjust and add more, things like that. So recent levels, we have 195, 210, and then 364. So there is some gap to fill if this thing continues. What did I click on? Okay, we'll fix this. Show price point on the right hand side. Save as default. Let's see. Okay, good. All right, moving on. We have WISA, and then there's also another one. This thing is still going, man. 18 bucks. Oh yeah, that's, this is the type of stock that makes you want to be here pre-market. For me though, pre-market, I think the longer hold is the way to go. And so for me to be in a stock like this holding shares, there needs to be a really good 1-minute pullback, and I have to execute well, or a really good 5-minute pullback, either or. We did have the first 5-minute candle to make a new high at 845. Well, 840, 845. But the volume there was extremely light. Flat top. Well, not a flat top, but nice, miniature wedge, let's say. And push. This type of price action in the open, man. Oh my goodness. Like these type of candlesticks. It looks good. And the spread doesn't seem awful. It seems fairly. This is probably a stock I should have been trading in pre-market. Very strong. Although at this point it's just way too late. Maybe it keeps going 25, 30, but I mean it's already so high up. Hard to kind of jump in now. This would definitely be chasing. So moving on to the next one, WISA. All I hope is that we get something into the open that can be close to something like that, right? Adam, let's see. Let me take a quick look at this message. Is Adam here today? Let me check. You got to make sure you're in the same account, right? But if you have access in this, once you have access in this account, you'll have access on your other accounts. So if you're logging into a PC, yeah, pull up the Discord app or, on your browser, type in Discord, and then sign in with the same username and password, and you should be good. Okay, WISA, quickly here. Time is going. By the way, don't forget to screen record. Let's take a quick second. Screen recording is good. So WISA, this is also a stock that I traded in the past. Pre-market highs, 246. Oh yeah, let's save this time. Show price point, save as default. And actually, let's use this color here. Oh, okay, yeah, let's save as default. Okay, good. Yeah, so 246. The low of the pullback has been 174. And this is the type of stock to just, take off into the open, right? Again, WETG just seems so high up already. So WISA, the last time it popped up, it did sell off. We had a high point of 268 going back to May 15th, about a month ago. 268. 268. Four minutes to the opening bell, guys. 4 minutes to the opening bell. Going back some more, we have, and 268, 277, I'd say kind of the same range. After that, we have 435, which was a pretty nice green candle on March 27th, 2023. March 27th, 435. Can we get back up to that level? In fact, 436 really. I think that's a good target for this one. If it gets up there, we would have done 100%. And there is room, I'd say, to like 862 if it is to really go crazy. That's WISA. All right. The 200 is all the way at 25, so it's out of the way. I do have two other stocks that I'm going to keep an eye on, which are NEXT. I think NEXT, the volume is really light right now, but if volume gets into it, could be worth watching. If not, then of course, no trades. So I'll just map out the pre-market highs and lows right there. And then IVA is another honorable mention, which made a move in after hours yesterday. 670. 670 for the high point on this one. In after hours, that is, right? In after hours. So it's like back of the mind. If it moves, that's 2-minute warnings going up. If it moves, good. If not, then that's all right too. But yeah, so that'll do it. Let me write this up quickly. WETG, BWV, IVA, and NEXT. Of course, I'll watch WETG. Again, there is still a small chance it just keeps going. 5%, I'd say. So, for the game plan, as usual, it's another day to be disciplined. Let's stay focused. Let's stay locked in. Yesterday's plan is today's plan. Every day should be the same, right? With the consistency and discipline that we're trying to push, we got to be as disciplined as possible when it comes to just the routine, the scheduling, waking up, being on time, doing our analysis, and looking forward to trading the same good high quality patterns. So with that being said, you know, it's another day to have some fun, to trade smart, trade the best setups possible. And, you know, we have to pride ourselves on being disciplined. Again, that word discipline, right? So let's have some fun. Let's trade the best setups. Let's not get, you know, into over trading, and let's have a good day here. The aim will be to end green, of course, as always. I feel good today. I feel good. So for the disclaimer, remember that day trading is risky, all right? I'll keep it short today. Day trading is risky, and I do not invest money for my subscribers, all right? So be careful of any fake accounts. Also, do not blindly copy me. That's a recipe for disaster. All right, so here we go. Halting up, 22, WETG. So that 5% chance looks like it's you know, when that happens, I start to think maybe it gets to $30. I'll trade the resumption, of course. The resumptions will provide an entry. It'll be high risk though. Spread probably be $1 a share. So, you know, immediately you have to already accept it could be down 500 in the blink of an eye, maybe even more. But of course, you guys know me. I accept the risk. Relentless, the stock is extended. Why would you want to trade it here, even though it's now much higher? The halts provide an entry for what I look for, despite the stock being up this much. But the risk will be high. It'll be volatile. So, waiting to see if anything else does pop up. And can we see some sympathy momentum, right? You know, the AI space has been going crazy, so it's starting to feel like the old days again. The old days. So WBV. Do we have what it takes to break this level? Let's give it a chance here. 50, no, coming down a bit. Scratch trades there. It's still trying, which is good. But I'll give it a chance to break over 55 and hold above 55. Again, I don't want to overtrade any level, right? 2 attempts at the breakout. If we don't go, I'll wait, and then I'll get back in if it can hold above the key levels. So there we go, through 55, 57, 53, 52, failing, 51, holding 51, not going to take it at the breakout I'd want to see. BWV. It is below VWAP, but you know, we'll see if it gets going later into the day. Okay, 57 again. Still want to give it some more time. WISA also in a bit of a similar kind of area, but less volume. 35.22 for resumption. $57. Come on, can we see 60 here? 65. Resumption coming up. I got 800 shares, which I think, again, so my risk will be a little higher, which I'm completely okay with. Waiting patiently for resumption. Let me take a look at the other two quickly. NEXT, not much. And then IVA, also not much. The pastor is ready. and he accepts the risk fully. So WETG, will you talk to us nicely? You know, I said 5% chance it keeps going, and so being that it is, it's completely irrationally strong. So how much stronger will it be? Will we get up to $30 here and get halted up again? I have to be careful with the spreads, and as long as I take a trade that I like, I'll be good here. So I have to be disciplined towards what I'm looking for, of course. No fear, no hesitation. 20 seconds to go. Halted up at 22. Ten seconds. What will it be? WETG. 3, 2. Well, that's not what we want to see. It opens up kind of sideways and then just flushes. So there's no trigger for an entry at all. Right now, I'm just being patient. BWV curling back up. Is it onto something? Big move from those lows down there at 140. Again, you know, we are below VWAP. We still have high of day volume and a red candle, so I don't want to be overly aggressive and, you know, still looking to take it easy. We've been seeing momentum later into the day too, so pre-market strong, pause into the open, consolidation in stocks, and then the wave comes, and then, you know, so we probably might have to wait till like 10:15, hopefully. The other one is halted down, you know, we'll be patient, we'll wait. EXT, let's see. Yeah, at least not ready yet. If we continue to hold 63 here, there's somebody cutting grass, by the way. Somebody else cutting grass. this didn't fail here. You know what? Well, okay, not good. 63, it's testing the lows. I needed to be more patient there. It doesn't look bad. It actually doesn't look bad. I needed to be more patient there. Okay. NEXT is the one I'm watching here. It looks interesting. It should go over 7 actually. Let's see how strong it is. But will it need to pull back first? Is the question. White. I definitely could have held one of those positions too. Nice. Can we hold? Pretty good. Take me to the moon. 30, 40, 50. 26 for the highs, which is pre-market highs. If it doesn't need a pullback, it'll probably keep going. Okay. It's churning. Up or down? Up or down? 25, 28. It's holding here. Are we going to see a dip? There's a seller. Oh, wow. That is embarrassing. 24. I'm trying to get the pullback. Okay, great, great. That was good. So going short, high, take the pullback dip. This one is easy to borrow, by the way, but the fills are coming in like slow, awfully slow. Can't scalp doing that. So lows at 707, which is a pretty high hold. Okay. I'm gonna size down right now for just for now, 1500. First 1 minute candle to make a new high, not quite. It's moving fast. It might need a new low. We'll take some losses. That's okay. Okay, low 07 seems to still be holding up. A breakdown and reclaim wouldn't be bad. Our 5-minute candle looks great, so it'll probably hold. That's my guess. Well, it needs separation though into the new candle. We're seeing more sellers, so I'll take off a small amount, but it's holding up. I like. So we'll see if it keeps curling. I'll get back in. But we are seeing some sellers, so pretty good. Price at 43. Too high. Maybe. Waiting. 26. The other stock resumed, by the way. There might be a hidden buyer, as long as it doesn't flush. Yeah, somebody's buying up a lot of shares here. Great fill. Lovely Thinkorswim. Finally, for once, I get a good fill. It's not going. Come on. Do I go short again? I'm gonna go short again. Smaller size this time. That big whale is probably selling. Whoever that was loading up at 26. There seems to be a seller here, but I'll have smaller size short, tight stop here. Oh, nope, it's going. We got to be quick on our feet in that situation. Take us through 50. Oh, oh, okay. Good, good. Not good. Okay, it looks like it might need a pullback. I'll ease off. The low is at 32. The 5-minute candle still looks good and has some time. So for those of you in MMU, you guys know what that means, right? It seems like it needs a pullback. You know, something I'm supposed to do, and I probably should have done this already. Now's not the time though. I gotta rearrange my camera on the live stream itself and put it below the chartings. So when we slow down, I'll do it. So we got 739 on the bids. Titanic. Come on down, the price is right. There's some buying. 34, 33. Time. 21. Should have punched it again. It looks good here, I think. Might take a higher ad. Oh, maybe too late. Take me to the moon of 50. High of the current candle is 45. It seems weaker. It's not moving up. Could be out a little too early though. We haven't made a new low, so it's no reason to really sell. Probably should have still held that 500. Yeah, 45. Yes, I should have held that 500. We should see 50. A breakthrough 50. There it is. Oh, that seller is going to cost me. There. Come on. You know you want to. Take us to the moon. Cover, cover. Shorts must cover here. Ladies and gentlemen, Relentless Trader has arrived. Waiting patiently here. $750. We held the pullback, so it's kind of consolidating in a midpoint, you know, not quite at the highs, not quite at the lows, but we held the lows. So what does this mean? This is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. To the moon we go. To the moon. Jupiter up next. 74 for the highs. Are we strong? Are we strong or are we strong? 75, 72, 80. It might go crazy. Are we going to get that big squeeze or is this it? Uh-oh. Nope. All right, time to ease off. Not the big squeeze, but a nice high day move though. When the stocks get like that, it comes pretty close to just jumping like 20, 30 cents at a time. It got like almost there and then not quite. The 5 minute candle still looks great. So, you know, again, you guys know what that means in MMU. But the question is, okay, I got a great fill. The question is, how low are we going to go, right? If it keeps going lower, then Titanic. And I am sizing down for my dips, which is great, which is the rules. Come on. Take us to the moon. Take us to the moon here. 77, 80. Okay, great. It's still holding. Try again. More buying. Eh, It's having a hard time. Damn, man, they gave me the lowest fill. Gave me the lowest fill ever right there. You know what? Let's cut this trade. Unbelievable. If it struggles, I'll take the short. In which case, it's not ready yet. But the 5-minute candles are so bullish. You know, it's easy for the shorts to get squeezed. But if we need the quick pullback, I wouldn't mind it. But I got filled pretty low, 72, so I'll be back out. Guys, if we had shares to short, I trade like this all the time. But unfortunately, you know, it's just not what it is. But this one does have shares and it's still holding here. But I don't want to be too hasty. High or low? High or low? If this stock keeps going, we should have our best day ever here. Again, trying not to be too hasty, but the 5-minute candles do look bullish. So right now I'm on standby. So far, the short would have been working if I had the higher fill. Oh, it's a big pullback. Okay, it might be a 5-minute pullback actually. Unless it holds 50, but yeah, it looks like it might be a 5-minute. Okay, which is perfectly fine. But that's also not guaranteed, so let's keep our guards up in case it does curl back up right away. High of the current candle, 73, low 46. You see how that short trade, if I only had gotten filled in mid-70s, I'd hold it right to this area here. But it's unfortunate that I had such a poor fill. And maybe it was accurate, but you know, the stock is volatile. It is what it is. And to be honest, you know, I'm going to take this opportunity, right? For anybody who's watching on that want to learn how to trade the strategy, I do have a day trading course where I show all this stuff in full detail. So be sure to check out Merciless Markets, links down below. You know, once you see it, you'll never unsee it, not unless there's a catastrophic change. And even if that's the case, you know, just like any other animal, we adapt. There's no change that we're afraid of. We just adapt. We have the control to not hit the buy button if it's not working. It's that simple. WETG, man, getting halted up. Maybe there's something there on the resumption. False halt. Nice move. I wonder if this is too high. How much root? Oh, do I scale into this? I'm trying to figure out how, you know, which is not good. I'm a little distracted. How I want to approach this 5-minute setup here. But the rules are the same always, right? In these 5-minute setups. My stop is well defined. I should have took more size and, you know, put the risk in place. This has an opportunity to curl right back to high of day because of how bullish the green candles are. And you guys know Marcelo probably already up 10K. Mighty as it gets. As mighty as it gets. As mighty as it gets. So if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, hit the thumbs up button. And of course, if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Relentless Trader is the most transparent. I show my big green days, big red days, everything in between. But this is it. This morning I woke up and told myself we're gonna come and we're gonna attack the market. So here we are. Watching this stock here, I don't mind adding to it if it looks good. I do have my stop in place, of course. The only way my risk is really increases if this thing just flushes down into a halt down or something. WISA is doing all right. Is there a break of 3 coming up? Break of 2 rather? This stock I think is still strong, but it's a big pullback. How low will it go? Maybe a break and reclaim of the whole dollar. I probably could have stopped out sooner as well. I am curious of my fill here quickly. 20, not bad at all. 5 cents, 2,000 shares. We did take something off, so it's not a terrible trade. Watching it, well, you know what, this resumption, what time? 50, what, 03:58? There's a minute. 03:58. I'm watching WISA right here. NEXT, I still think is looking all right, but I don't know how low it's going to go. It's not holding VWAP, and I don't have any other major support area to know for sure. So I'm just going to let it go. And once it starts to curl back up, then I'll get back involved. Time 3 and 58 seconds. WETG halted up at 2028. I'll be watching the resumption trades. Less than a minute. How's volume? 5-day volume is still on a red candle. 900,000 shares. 500,000 going up. A lot of halts. 970. 1970. I'll probably just say 970 because it's just quicker to say. But you guys know what I mean. WETG resumption coming up. Got to be prepared to take a big loss here, and I am. I accept the risk always. WISA break of 2 potentially happening here. I'm gonna miss it. If it goes 2028. 5 seconds. 4, 3. Here we go. Okay. It didn't rip through like I would have wanted. Titanic. It's a hidden seller or something at 21, which isn't great. The other one got to 2 and then didn't go, but watching, it's a bottoming wick at 92. Can we retest $2 for potential break out? WISA. Watching WISA over the whole dollar here. I'm gonna take a starter on NEXT, but very small size. I just want to see what it does here. Come on, come on. It's a ton of green and it's not going. Jeez. This one is like like it's feeling heavy. It's trying to jump and has the ankle weights on. I think I'm gonna ease down for now and stop trading. I'm gonna wait for the second wave of momentum later, which might come later. I'm not sure. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but we'll see. Yeah, WISA not holding up. I think I'm gonna ease off. I'm gonna size down. I'm gonna size down across the board and wait for the next wave of momentum. It seems like it's slowing down a bit. We'll see what happens. I came out of that starter position for just 5 cents of gain on NEXT. Guys, don't forget to post P&L in the P&L chat, all right? Kitty red today. What small pullback for a major comeback? Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Circ Live, man, this is funny. Did I hit my head in the gym? I just had a 2K trade on a stock yesterday, right? The goal is to normalize this stuff, man. But I am a little bit more aggressive today. That's what it is. I'm more aggressive with my share size today. Mentally, I was preparing earlier. I had two songs on repeat that I listened to for an hour straight, heading into the open. Yeah, tiny, it's all right. If a few P&Ls do come through here, it's no problem. But the main goal is to try and get them into the profit loss chat. Over the months, we've had a lot of complaining about FOMO and just stuff like that. So we'll keep the main chat a little bit more free and have the P&Ls go into the P&L chat. We still could have gotten that short trade, man, coming down on NEXT, but a little unfortunate. I think it pulled back too much. So it's like, despite going and being very strong, the pullback is just so much. If it gets back above VWAP, I'd be interested. Maybe it happens later in the day. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. BWV. Yeah, it's curling up a bit. We'll see if it's able to really get going. By the way, shout out to today's sponsor, Momo Pro. Of course, Momo Pro is the scanner I've been using for these last couple of months, and so far so good, right? So shout out to the Momo of the Pro. And where I really utilize this platform is down here with the gap scan, right? If we come over here to the Relentless filter and clear up some of these cheaper stocks, we'll see WETG, BWV, WISA, NEXT, IVA, and of course these are my watch list stocks today, right? So be sure to check out Momo Pro, and if you want, you can use code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months, because you know, lucky number 6, right? If you're gonna go play the lottery today, why not use number 6, right? As the Powerball or whatever it's called, the Mega Ball. And of course, you know, if you do win the lottery, you know, Relentless Trader, you can donate a small percentage to him. He wouldn't mind. He'll reinvest it into the channel. KB, yeah, you know, it's slowing down. I've sized down already on everything. I'll be patient until something else starts to move again. Momo of the Pro. The only thing with Momo Pro and Brent, if Brent is listening in, you know, he's the guy over there. Man, we're waiting patiently on this update, right? We're waiting patiently on an update that'll make the stream a little bit better. And maybe I put some more pressure on them. I can, but I've been trying not to do that. But the stream works, but it's still a little noisy. If once we get percentage gain on the stream, you know, if you don't want to see a stock below a certain percentage, you won't have to. And that's what you know, as momentum traders, we need. Now, this platform isn't only for momentum traders, it's for everyone. People trading large caps, options, everything, futures. So it's discovering stocks coming up, but for what we're doing specifically, it's not very necessary. So, you know, we're waiting patiently. And when we get that, I think this software will be better than any other software out there. At that point, it's going to for sure be a no-brainer. You know, why waste money on what is this thing called? Bingzinga? Trade ideas, you know, $300 a month. Not me. You guys know Relentless Trader tries to keep the cost down as low as possible. The only reason I'm even paying this, and the highest thing I pay for is DAS, which is $150 a month. But and even this platform is not great. There's a lot of days where it's lagging and it's costing me. But you know, maybe Sterling is another option out there. But yeah, yeah. Show. Have a great time, man. To come into this chat and waste your time like that. Mm-mm-mm. To the depths you shall go. Titanic. Or is it slow? Slow, yeah. To the depths. Then the audacity to do it when I'm not trading. So I am paying attention to the scams. Come on, man. Ricardo, I used to use E-Trade Pro's level 2. It's not bad, and it's a cheaper option to be honest. But I do feel like at times it's a little slow. It's a little slow at times, but it can still get the job done. I used it for like a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. If any of you guys are using E-Trade level 2 in MMU and you want to see uh, recordings of the E-Trade level 2, I have a ton. Just send me a message. I already have a bunch organized. I can just copy the list and send them over to you. But of course, only MMU students. Waiting patiently, getting back to the technicals. WETG resumed and is now consolidating at the lows. Right now, it looks like it's going to break down and make new lows, but I can't guarantee that, of course. The crystal ball is in full effect today, man. The crystal ball is in full effect. If any of you guys in the Discord want the song I was listening to, it's called I think it's called Champions by Ronald Artest, currently known as Meta World Peace, the Los Angeles Lakers, star back in the days. He won a couple of championships with Kobe Bryant, and this guy apparently was a good musician because that song is amazing. I know it. I know the song from playing video games back in the days. There's this video game called 2K, right? 2K11 basketball game, and this song was part of the soundtrack. Yeah, it's like you wouldn't believe this guy has a song, and the song is pretty good. Another person, who's pretty talented that I didn't know that, did music was Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, for those of you, the comedian and actor, this guy is actually a pretty good musician. Oh man. Now KB, I'm definitely not green by just listening to the song. And this is funny. For those of you in Discord, I'm gonna share a few pictures with you guys. So I recently got a new cell phone, and it gave me some backup photos that I thought I lost. And I have a ton of P&Ls from when I was now in E-Trade and I was trading below PDT, to remind everyone of where we started. $20 days, red $20, green $20, red 60. I'll share that. So, this isn't just because of listening to a song. Although KB, I know you're not being, serious. Right? I know you're just joking around, but it's the years of hard work. Days of showing up here and then leaving with tears in my eyes. And asking myself, am I insane because I keep making the same mistakes every day? So it's years of trying and improving and studying and practicing, and a lot of risk, taking on a tremendous amount of risk, dropping out of school, trading in a simulator, right? I mean, imagine if it didn't work. I have to go right back to school or start a trade or something. But luckily I was in a situation where I could take on risk. Being young and not having a ton of responsibilities. So very fortunate and grateful for that in itself, or else I would not have been trading at all. Red to green, if trading is to cease to exist tomorrow, I'll go be a firefighter or police officer. In this country, as long as you can read and write at like a sixth grade level, you can do anything. So if trading ceases to exist, I'll go be a firefighter, a plumber. I can go learn something, right? Just like how I learned how to trade. I might not enjoy it right away, or I might not enjoy it, but I could still make a living, right? If this trading and YouTube stuff just disappears tomorrow, just like any other animal, will just adapt. You know, what at that point is nothing else to do but adapt, change. And we have to embrace change. It's not easy, but if your back is against the wall, you don't have an option, then you just figure something out. I could go join the Navy. There's so many things that I could do and still be able to find a way, you know. It could be anything. So the willingness to learn is the key. The willingness to learn and to just follow some sort of, strategy or blueprint that's there. I think the main thing about this world, from what I can see so far, is that it's just hard to figure out what you love to do. I mean, like for all my friends in school and these type of things, it's like a lot of people that I knew were just doing it just because, like, you just want to make sure you can provide and have some sort of a living and lifestyle. But a lot of people, like 90% of people, in fact, out of my entire school, there's only this one girl I knew. Like, she loved animals. She just loved animals. She wanted to be a vet. Today she's a vet. But everybody else, it's like no one really knew what they wanted to do. So, it's kind of this weird thing, man. It is very, very difficult to know. There's so many things out there. We do experiment. Sometimes you experiment. You don't find it right away. Sometimes you just do it because, responsibilities and things like that. Yeah, the world is a very strange world, man. The people that are doing the actual jobs that matter, as we mentioned, some of the electricians, the plumbers, the sanitation workers, like the people that are like making the society function, the people building the bridges and the tunnels, it's like sometimes they're not as compensated as they should be. The teachers, for example, right? Even the police officers. But then the people with a camera in their face, and let's not get started with like the OnlyFans nonsense. I mean, these people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. I mean, I don't know. It's a very, very strange thing, man. But what's funny about it is that the average person is who's paying them, So you can't really talk bad about it. These people would have no footing if the average person wasn't watching them in the first place. So who's to blame, you know? Then in the world, it's like this attention-based world. The more attention you can command and influence you have, the more you can get paid, despite that job not being anything related to like the functionality of the society. Yeah, they can claim entertainment, and they do have an impact on a lot of people, but you know what they're doing may not be as important as someone making sure the bridge doesn't collapse. But it's hard to really say, and for me, I definitely don't want to sound like I'm judging because I'm not, right? But the world is an interesting place, man. What I usually say, and when I talk to my older brother, we usually say that the best we can do is just position ourselves, because it doesn't seem like anything is changing anytime soon. It seems like it's always been this way, and it'll continue to be this way. And it is unfortunate to say that out loud and to say that at all, but it just seems like that's what it is. So we're gonna do good where we can do good and position ourselves to where we can succeed. And hopefully have a big impact to just, help other people along the way. But let's not start ranting, because then we'll be ranting here for another hour or two. It's not gonna stop. I don't know. I think that might be the day. I'll come back though later with small size and see. But a solid day here today. We're at 2.7, which is pretty good. It's only a matter of time before we do capture stock that keeps going. I was saying if this one keeps going, we'll do very well. It ran out of steam. Ran out of steam. And I wonder if I was short in that trade. I can't remember where it was. Did we make a new high after that? Let's check. When I got filled at 72, I don't think we did. Price. I think it was here, 55. Yeah, man. You see, I think if I was short, because I would have stopped out. I would have took the profits at like 50. But then we consolidated sideways between 26 and 38. I wonder if I'd have been confident enough to try and take this bear flag. Or would I have just left it alone? But it's crazy to just know that there's just all this, like, it's the same. Like, if you have shares for free, it's like the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If once you crack the code, it's the same thing. So if we look at NEXT and we put the minus sign, right? For those of you up, let's see, I'll do it on both screens. If we put the minus sign right here, right, in front of the symbol, and we see it in the inverse, once it starts to sell off, this is what it looks like to the buy side. Look at how clean this is. Move up, pull back, move up, consolidation, okay, not quite, and then the new highs here. Especially this first area, right? This first move especially, right here. Which was the bear flag down at between 26 and 38, and then the sell-off. Man, not to talk the people's ears off, but the future is promising. Who knows what could happen. I mean, maybe over time they allow shorting on every stock, right? Imagine if they allow shorting on every stock with no fee. Just like how commissions was a thing, and now it's no longer, on every platform. Like, what if that becomes a thing, and then we can trade both sides every day? So even when it's slow, you can just go short. What I think that does is increase. It'll give us a better chance at ending the day green, because there'll be more opportunities. So it'll become harder to end red. Now, of course, you still have to become profitable first, right? If you're in the learning curve and it's slow and steady, same way, slow and steady, one day at a time, one trade at a time. So if you put the minus sign in front of any stock in Thinkorswim, it shows you the inverse of that stock. Just in case you ever want to see what it looked like the other direction. I don't believe you can place trades like that either. I never tried to. I don't think I will. Do I experiment for the people today and try with one share? You know, I do have a level of fear when it comes to doing certain things on these platforms because at the end of the day, you know, your money is at stake. So certain things I don't even do. But you know, for this example, we'll try it. I'll place a trade up top with the minus sign in front with one share, and we'll see if it comes through at the bottom. So we're gonna hit buy, nothing happens. So we're gonna hit sell, nothing happens. Okay, so it looks like it's, you know, yeah, you can't place trades. But yeah, cool trick to just, you know, look at the stock in the opposite direction. So it's 10:30. The first hour is up. For those of you heading out, please leave a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing as well. And enjoy the rest of the day. Hopefully you had a good day, a successful day. As we know, you can be red and still have a successful day. As long as you followed your rules and you stick to the plan that you have, then there's nothing to be upset about, you know, how the day ended. Make adjustments, whether you need to improve on the execution or whatever it might be, and then come back again tomorrow. If you are max loss, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's the reason why we have the rules of max losses, so that we don't trade beyond a certain point. We have the line in the sand where we're going to say, hey, enough is enough. I gave it a good shot. Today the trades didn't line up. I'm out of here. I'll live to fight another day, coming back tomorrow or later into the day, however you do it. But make sure to stick to the rules that you have. Most people, their max loss is, hey, if I'm read this amount, I'm out of here until tomorrow. So stick to the rules, stay disciplined. Do not let the frustration and emotions get the better of you. You know, in order to be successful here, we have to be above our emotions. We have to keep ourselves in check. We have to stay disciplined. We have to be consistent about ourselves. And when we are, we'll be able to see some consistency from the market. And you know, this is why even with the course that I have, you know, we don't guarantee success, because a large part of trading is still yourself. Like, you know, we can show you everything we do, and you know, the strategy is the strategy. You can interpretate the strategy in a few ways, you know, whether very scalpy, less scalpy, a little in between. You know, according to your situation, you can adapt for whatever makes the most sense to you. But we don't guarantee success, because at the end of the day, you know, we still have to be consistent with ourselves. You know, there's been people that bought the course and never touched the course yet. Like, we can see this data. So, you know, how can I guarantee that, you know, that individual will do well? I can't. It's impossible. So, I'm going to always say this, which is to, you know, make sure we don't rob ourselves. Let's make sure we do what is necessary to ensure success. Going through the chapters, pacing ourselves, keeping notes, studying, trading, gaining screen time, recording our screen, and making sure we do everything that is humanly possible to give ourselves a fair chance. At the end of the day, it's a competitive world. It doesn't matter the field. It can be day trading, it can be real estate, it can be anything else. It's always going to be competitive. So we have to make sure we put out 100% of what we have to put out to even stand a chance in the first place. If we're not doing that, then, you know, we're at the mercies of the sea, and the markets are merciless, right? The markets are unforgiving. So, you know, no pun intended there, but, you know, we have to do what we have to do, right? We have to make sure we go hard. So some motivation for anybody who might feel like the world is against them right now, but sometimes it feels like that, especially on the red days, you know. But yeah, I think this is a good place to end it. I'll be around, so if something does move later, you know, we'll see. But for now, slow and steady. And I'm gonna take it easy, and I'm gonna head out. All right, guys. If you're going the distance, continue to trade smart. Continue to trade setups, and don't forget, once again, lastly, check out those links down below. MMU, Momo Pro, and then our beautiful, beautiful Discord. I see I have a few questions I have to respond to here, right? So there's Momo Pro, and then the Discord right here, right? Stay safe, stay green. It's been Relentless Trader. Likewise on Facebook and Twitch. Catch you guys next time. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, 9:15 a.m. again for another beautiful day.